Rudolph Spied, first and foremost, congratulations, third consecutive finals. How does that feel, first and foremost?
No, we don't deal with feelings, it's just business. And that's what we have been telling people right throughout the season. We just go about to business, business like and hope so we get the results. And I think Cavalier would have done that this year under trying circumstances where we're running on fuels, but every time we pick up ourselves and go again. And I must say, hats off to the players. They are really courageous and they have a never say die attitude. They have just developed a winning mentality, which is unequal anywhere in the Caribbean.
Talk to me about this semi-final against this tough Arnett team. They run for 90 minutes. They would have given you a tough fight over the two legs. Talk to me about this Arnett team.
Just to give you a hint, a lot of people believe you have to beat the whole team, and they talk about who control the game. That wasn't important to us. We knew who we had to beat. It was just one or two players, and we did that effectively today.
All right, we are into the third consecutive finals against a Mount Pleasant team. You both shared a championship over the past 2 years. You're going to a third consecutive final. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we always knew it was going to be the trilogy. That was what we thought would happen from last season, based on the strides both teams would have made. Mount Pleasant would have searched wide and far and bought all the best players they could find in Jamaica and the Caribbean. They would have spent millions and millions of dollars. They would have bought the best money can buy in terms of equipment, coaches, everything, everything. So they even import players from people from England to help them manage their affairs at the company. So definitely you know that Mount Pleasant most goal, least scored, least goal conceded, 93 points. Oh, they are the favorites.
The elephant in the room, Sir Spied. Some people have seen this as a grudge match. It was Cavalier, Rudolph Spied, who brought the attention of the JFF and the PFJL against Mount Pleasant. Do you see this as a grudge match, a tough match, a rough match?
As I said before, we just do business, you know. We don't care about those things. We saw something that was wrong and we reported it. We still think it is wrong. We don't think those two players should be playing in our league. That is our stance. The JFF did not rule on it. So anybody want to keep that as a grudge, we don't care. This is not the first team who have ever appealed anything on another team. This is a regular thing. It happens every single year. So you have some media who want to make a big deal out of it. Go ahead and make a big deal. We don't care. We're not focused on that. We know that come Friday, strictly business.
What kind of final can the fans expect? 3 years straight, final shared, trophy shared. What can the fans expect come this Labor Day, come this Friday inside the National Stadium?
See, that's the trick. We don't really care about the fans, what they're going to share. We know what we want to do. The fans can come. I'm sure the fans always enjoy how we play, right? We're exciting. We play fast. We get a lot of chances. So the fun is the fun. At the end of the day, we're just focused on what we have to do to get ready for the match on Friday.
How do you go into this final? Favorite or non-favorite?
I told you it was a favorite, right? Everybody knows it was a favorite. We have lost 5 of our best players, 6 of our best players before the season start. We'll kind of plug some of the holes, but it's the resilience of the team. Never say die. I think that will help us in the end. So I believe that Mount Pleasant is the favorite and overwhelming so, right? So, but that doesn't concern us. As I said before, when we were playing Inter Miami, David versus Goliath, favorite Bible story.
But this is no fluke regarding you reaching a number of finals and actually winning. This is no fluke regarding
some people still think so. Let them continue to believe like that. I'm fine with that.
Coach Garfield said a grudge match, but we're looking at it from the off-the-field directives. You are technical director. Tapa was a coach at the federation. They said you terminated him. Now the two you are meeting on the field. Is there?
And Tapa is very good friends. If you notice him, I go and hug him up after time we finish. I don't know what you guys talking about. Me and Tapa is good, very good friends. But a lot of you keep on talking. There's actually one director on the JFF board that works for Mount Pleasant. So you guys go and do your homework.
Does it make it easier for you going into this final?
I just think that your media is just too biased. And I must go do the homework and see how all of the people who want to say convicted, I am one of the least convicted person in Jamaica.
Coach, in terms of going into this final, pressure on you, pressure off you, going into this final?
You ever see me look like me under pressure yet?
Coach, I want to ask you this one. Looking at your achievement, Cavalier has achieved at all levels coming up, and then you actually, and even your season here, everybody plays 39 matches in the league, but you play another 10 or 15.
No, we have played 56 now, and next one will be 57 in 10 months.
Tell us about how you look at preparation and probably mental and recovery and all of that.
Well, it's a training. There's a thing called periodization. It's a real thing, so you have to know how to manage it, and we have been able to manage that successfully. Some of the time when we were on the last legs, the boys have been able to find a way. And if you can see, our bench is not deep. There's a lot of inexperienced players. So most of the time we use about 14 players to do the job.
Yeah, just
All
tell
the
me about tell me about Dwayne Atkins contribution here tonight.
Oh, Dwayne Atkinson. I didn't vote for him to be the best player in the Caribbean. Some other person voted for him. So everybody know he's the best player in the Caribbean. And once he's fit, he's going to be the difference. And tonight he showed us that.
And Jalmal Calvin to come up chumps tonight, so even though he's carrying an injury and struggling with fatigue.
Yes, but I say the main thing about these players, they just don't know how to lose. So people can beat us, but these are players that is gonna fight it to the end from start to finish, and they have one thing in their mind is how they are going to get over their opponent.
All right, coach. Respect.
All right.